My name is Roberto, formerly of Beta High School, from Fangano Island Ward, Beta Sub-County. I worked hard. I was expecting a good grade. When you work hard, you always expect a good grade. Everybody, you always pray for the best, but this topping nationally wasn't in my cards, wasn't an expectation of mine. But thanks to the Lord, it has happened. It is great news, and I accept it. It is great, but yeah, didn't expect it to be top, but it has happened. By God's grace, I've become the champion in the nation, scoring an 84 out of 84. I thank the mighty Father for this far He has brought me. It was not an easy journey, especially with sicknesses, but He has been with me throughout. I thank Him very much, Mungu, and my teachers, my parents, and everybody. It has been a great journey, and it has not come as a surprise that much, but also it is somehow a surprise to top a nation that I know Kenya has brains, Kenya has intelligent people, but to be the top, it's an honor. It's great for me. I'm out of words to express my joy. I'm so happy for having been the top, and I would also like to urge everybody and the rest, just continue working hard. It's always possible. It will always happen at the right time. It will always happen. I was born asthmatic, so when I reached Form 2, I don't know why Form 2, but 2020, post-corona, it was almost every week. To be honest with you, I've never finished a whole week in class, a whole straight week of the 5 days of Monday to Friday. I've never finished in class. It happened in 2020 that most of the time I woke up to find myself having difficulty in breathing. For those who know asthma, you know how it is. Difficulty in breathing, using of the inhalers, but it didn't work. So I had a difficult time, a rough time. Reaching Form 4, I missed the whole term 2. I wasn't in school. The term 3, I was out for 4 weeks, and then returned to school. So I was like preparing for exam, and then I thought to myself, I'm going to fail. I knew I was going to fail. So I decided, told my dad, there's no need to fail. Because I felt like I didn't achieve my potential in primary school, missing 2 marks. I didn't score the 400 target. So missing that, I felt like I wasn't going to achieve my potential. So I told my dad, let's do it next year. It isn't that far. So I picked everything, went out of school. But thanks to my teachers' advice and everybody around me, I returned to school and said, let me try. Let me give it a try. And thanks to God, I gave it a try, and it is wonderful. I wasn't in school. I came back for 2 weeks. I remember coming back to class, and there is a number of days written in front of the class, number of days to KCSE, and I was seeing 13 days. If you know math, you know that is even less than 2 weeks. But I said to myself, Carlos, you've come so far, just give it a try. You know, it's always, you don't go to a battle knowing that you're going to lose. When you go to a battle, you always want to win. But I was like going into a battle that I know I have already lost. You don't go into a battle that you know you are already dead. So I came back 2 weeks, just focused, did the little thing, hadn't even finished covering the syllabus for myself because others had covered it in class, but I wasn't around. So just tried, made sure I covered the rest of the syllabus, soma kidogo, and thanks to the Lord, this is it. So the 13 days I had in school, yeah, because I was afraid, I have to admit. I was a little bit afraid. And you know, in life, at times, I always like when I do something, I do it perfect. So I was feeling that this one is not going to be perfect. I knew it wasn't going to be perfect. So I was like, I'm defeated. I'm afraid. I was afraid. But few days to exam, talked to teachers, picked courage, picked up confidence, gathered courage. Though at first I was afraid, I have to admit, but I gathered courage, I believed in myself, and went in, prayed. Of course, you know God is above all. I prayed and then studied and left it to God. And thankfully, my fear and being afraid, now it's joy. Scoring, you can score it. You can score airplane in everything. Airplane is just a mark, a grade given to somebody working hard. So when you work hard, you are sure you are going to get it. It doesn't matter the subject. It doesn't matter how you fear the subject. Just try. Work hard. Work smart. Work smart. Airplane, you can get it. You are going to get it if you believe. Yeah. As you can see, my body size, fishing is not for me. But yeah, our island is known for fishing. People do fish a lot. I haven't tried it, but yeah, people do fish, and it is now great that from the island of fishermen, something good has finally come. Something great has finally arrived. My inspiration has always been a number of things. You look at your teachers, you look at some of the successful men around. On this, I want to talk of the Honorable MP, Babu Owino. You have been my inspiration. Your story, your struggles, and your determination to be where you are at that age has been an inspiration to me. I would like to meet you one day if you would get time. I'm just requesting. You have been my inspiration, and thank you for everything. Mr. Babu Owino, I can call him Mr. because he's also a teacher, following his lessons online at times when I was at home sick. That is what I could do. So thanks, Mr. Babu Owino. I would like to meet you. Yeah, I'm not very much fan of politics that much, but Mr. Babu Owino, started following him when I saw the news. He was fighting for the rights of others, and then I started to check, who is this guy? He still looks young. Why is he venturing into politics? Because I've always taken politics to be a dangerous game. So that is when I looked into his story. Inspirational, very inspirational. Mr. Owino's classes online are good. Mine, I started following him because when I was at home, I felt like can't just sit and relax because others are learning, even if I don't know when I'll be back in school. That was Form 3, yeah. I realized can't just be idle at home. So went online, started searching, and found Mr. Owino. And yeah, I would like to advise even other students, whenever you are holidays, just relaxing somewhere, just check the link and follow the classes online. Leadership is something that most people say it is inbuilt. I found myself to be a leader, and I decided to exploit my talent, decided to make it happen. In high school, there was another guy when we were at Form 1. Everybody knew he would be the school captain, the school president, but then he transferred and everybody looked unto me. But then I said, no, I'm not good at making decisions. Making final decision as the school president would be difficult for me in certain circumstances. But they said, we've seen you. We've seen you. My teachers here said, we've seen you. We know. Mr. Nathaniel Omenda called me personally, told me, I know you can do it. So I believed in myself, I trusted in myself, and and as a leader of Vita High School, as the president, I'm proud. I've left a strong students' council, and leadership with me, I hope to continue. Ranking, I'm not sure. I think it's always good if someone is the top, just make him feel a little bit, but it doesn't matter anyway. But if it's fine, let them just tell us the top. It's always fine when you are top. So Mr. CS, next releasing ceremony, the ranking, I think it's important. I would like to pursue Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery. Hopefully, my dream had been Oxford University in the UK, but I'm open even to scholarships to other universities in the world. Of course, there are so many good universities in the world. In Kenya, we have a few. Abroad, also, we have a number of good universities offering medicine and surgery. So my hope is to get a scholarship to travel abroad to study medicine and surgery in honor of my mom, and also to help students such as me who have had difficulties, especially in health, going through high school.
But as he did narrate for us, he had some health challenges as from Form 2. But we kept on actually advising him, encouraging him, and we realized that he was just still performing well and leading the rest of the students amid the challenges. So we were expecting this from him.
I'm Owino Walwanda. I'm the father to Carlos Roberto. I knew he had potential to do well, but I didn't expect what he's gotten. Yeah. Because for one, he was sick for a very long time when he was in school, and he even he wanted to postpone his exams. We took time with his teachers and some of his student friends to convince him to sit. So we didn't expect him to be number one in the